Legendary Passages, Episode 76, Second Argonauts, Ino and Phrixus, from the Fables of Hyginus. Previously, Jason and the Argonauts sailed to Colchis, and with the help of Medea, stole the Golden Fleece from her father, King Aeetes. This episode reveals how the Golden Fleece came to Colchis after a very long preface. Listed here are the genealogies of the Roman gods. Eventually, we come to the 3 wives of King Athamas. Both Ino and Themisto had twins by him, and Themisto snuck into the nursery to kill Ino's. But a nurse switched their clothes, so Themisto accidentally killed her own children. The first wife of Athamas was the goddess Nebula, and they had a son Phrixus and a daughter Helle. Ino faked a drought and an oracle to have Phrixus sacrificed, but the plot was revealed, and Phrixus and Helle flew away on a flying golden ram. Ino and Phrixus, a legendary passage from Gaius Julius Hyginus, Fables 1 through 3, translated by Mary Grant. Preface. Excerpts from the genealogy of Hyginus, commonly called the Fabulae Preface. From mist was born chaos, from chaos and Chalagine, night, day, Erebus, ether. From night and Erebus, fate, old age, death, dissolution, continence, sleep, dreams, love that is, Lysimachs, Epiphron, Porphyrion, Apophis, discord, wretchedness, wantonness, nemesis, Euphrosyne, friendship, compassion, Styx. The 3 fates, namely, Clotho, Lachesis, and Atropos. The Hesperides, Agli, Hesperi, Erica. From aether and day, earth, heaven, sea. From aether and earth, grief, deceit, wrath, lamentation, falsehood, oath, vengeance, intemperance, altercation, forgetfulness, sloth, fear, pride, incest, combat, ocean, Themis, Tartarus, Pontus. And the Titans, Piraeus, Gyges, Steropes, Atlas, Hyperion, and Polus, Saturn, Ops, Moneta, Dione, and 3 Furies, namely, Alecto, Megara, Tisiphone. From earth and Tartarus, giants, Enceladus, Coeus, Alentes, Mophius, Astraeus, Pelorus, Pallas, Amphitus, Rhoecus, Ienios, Agrius, Alamon, Ephialtes, Eurytus, Ephicoridon, Thamoises, Theodamus, Ottis, Typhon, Polyboetes, Menephrarius, Apsis, Colophonus, Iapetus. From Pontus and sea, the tribes of fishes. From ocean and Tethys, the Oceanides, namely, Aea, Melite, Ianthe, Admete, Stilbo, Pasiphae, Polyzo, Eurynome, Eurygorius, Rhodope, Lyris, Clytie, Tescanono, Clytemnestra, Metis, Menope, Argia. Of the same descent, rivers, Strymon, Nilus, Euphrates, Tanais, Indus, Cephisus, Ismenus, Exenus, Achelous, Semois, Inachus, Alephus, Theridun, Scamandrus, Tigris, Meandrus, Orontes. From Pontus and Earth, Thamas, Tusciersus, Cepheus. From Nereus and Doris, 50 Nereids, Glauci, Thalia, Cymodoce, Nausea, Spio, Thoe, Cymothoea, Actia, Limnoria, Melite, Hiera, Amphikthoe, Agi, Dodo, Protho, Pharusa, Dynamene, Dexamene, Amphinomi, Calianessa, Doris, Penope, Galathea, Nemertes, Apsudes, Clymene, Ianara, Panopia, Ianassa, Meera, Orothia, Amphia, Drymo, Xantho, Ligia, Phyllodoce, Sidippe, Lycorius, Clio, Bero, Ephyre, Opis, Asia, Diopia, Arethusa, Clymene, Crenice, Eurydice, Leucothea. From Phorcus and Ceto, Phorcides, Pamphredo, Enyo, and Persis, for this last others say Dino. From Gorgon and Ceto, Stheno, Euryale, Medusa. From Pholus and Phoebe, Latoni, Astery, Ephiarpe, Perses, Pallas. From Iapetus and Clymene, Atlas, Epimetheus, Prometheus. From Hyperion and Aethra, Sol, Luna, Aurora. From Saturn and Ops, Vesta, Ceres, Iuno, Jupiter, Pluto, Neptune. From Saturn and Philyra, Chiron, Dolops. From Asteros and Aurora, Zephyrus, Boreas, Notus, Favonius. From Atlas and Pleione, Maia, Calypso, Alcyone, Merope, Electra, Caleno. From Pallas the Giant and Styx, Scylla, Force, Envy, Power, Victory, Fountains, Lakes. From Neptune and Amphitrite, Triton. From Dione and Jove, Venus. From Jove and Juno, Mars. From Jove's head, Minerva. From Juno, without a father, Vulcan. From Jove and Eurynome, Graces. Again from Jove and Juno, Youth, Liberty. From Jove and Themis, the Hours. From Jove and Ceres, Proserpina. From Jove and Moneta, the Muses. From Jove and Luna, Pandia. From Venus and Mars, Harmonia and Formido. From Echolus and Melpomene, the Sirens, Thalexape, Molpe, and Pisano. From Jove and Clymene, Mnemosyne. From Jove and Maia, Mercury. From Jove and Latona, Apollo and Diana. From Earth, Python, a divine prophetic snake. From Thamas and Electra, Iris, Harpies, Celano, Acipite, Podarce. From Sol and Persia, Circe, Pasiphae, Aeetes, Perses. From Aeetes and Clydia, Medea. From Sol and Clymene, Phaeton and the Phaethontides, Merope, Helle, Aethere, Diosippe. From Typhon and Echidna, Gorgon, Cerberus, the dragon which guarded the Golden Fleece at Colchis, Scylla, who was woman above but dog forms below, whom Hercules killed, Chimera, Sphinx who was in Boeotia, Hydra's serpent which had 9 heads which Hercules killed, and the dragon of the Hesperides. From Neptune and Medusa, the horse Pegasus. From Chrysor and Calyro, 3-formed Geryon. Themisto. Athamas, son of Aeolus, had by his wife Nebula a son Phrixus and a daughter Helle, and by Themisto, daughter of Hypsius, 2 sons, Sphinxius and Orchomenus, and by Ino, daughter of Cadmus, 2 sons, Lurchus and Melicertes. Themisto, robbed of her marriage by Ino, wished to kill Ino's children. She hid, therefore, in the palace, and when an opportunity presented itself, thinking she was killing the sons of her rival, unwittingly killed her own, deceived by the nurse, who put the wrong garments on them. When Themisto discovered this, she killed herself. Ino. Ino, daughter of Cadmus and Harmonia, wishing to kill Phrixus and Helle, Nebula's children, formed a plan with the women of the entire tribe, and conspired to parch the seed grain to make it unfertile, so that, when the sterility and scarcity of grain resulted, the whole state should perish, some by starvation, others by sickness. With regard to this situation, Athamas sent a servant to Delphi, but Ino instructed him to bring back a false reply that the pestilence would end if he sacrificed Phrixus to Jove. When Athamas refused to do this, Phrixus voluntarily and readily promised that he alone would free the state from its distress. Accordingly, he was led to the altar, wearing fillets of sacrifice, but the servant, out of pity for the youth, revealed Ino's plan to Athamas. The king, thus informed of the crime, gave over his wife Ino and her son Melicertes to be put to death, but Father Liber cast mist around her and saved Ino, his nurse. Later, Athamas, driven mad by Jove, slew his son Lurchus, but Ino, with Melicertes her son, threw herself into the sea. Liber would have called her Leucothea, and Melicertes her son, the god Polyamon, but we call her Mater Matuta, and him Portunus. In his honor, every 5th year, gymnastic contests are held, which are called Isthmian. Phrixus. While Phrixus and Helle, under madness sent by Liber, were wandering in a forest, Nebula their mother is said to have come there bringing a gilded ram, offspring of Neptune and Theophane. She bade her children to mount it and journey to Colchis to King Aeetes, son of Sol, and there sacrifice the ram to Mars. This they were said to have done, but when they had mounted, and the ram had carried them over the sea, Helle fell from the ram. From this sea was called Hellespont. Phrixus, however, was carried to Colchis, where, as his mother had bidden, he sacrificed the ram, and placed its gilded fleece in the temple of Mars, the very fleece which, guarded by a dragon, it is said Jason, son of Aeson and Alcimede, came to secure. But Aeetes gladly welcomed Phrixus, and gave him his daughter Calliope in marriage. She later bore him children, but Aeetes feared that they would drive him from his kingdom, because he had been warned by prodigies to beware of death at the hands of a foreigner, a son of Aeolus. Therefore he killed Phrixus. But Phrixus's sons, Argus, Melis, and Cylindrus, took ship to go to their grandfather Athamas. They were shipwrecked, however, and Jason, on his trip for the fleece, rescued them from the island of Dia, and took them back to their mother Calliope. By her favor he was recommended to her sister Medea. This passage continues with the fate of Ino, but next episode is about the family of Jason and our introduction to the Argonauts.